So, what is BeyondATC? BeyondATC is an external AI-powered air traffic control ATC system that works alongside MSFS 24. It provides a more realistic ATC experience based on real-world procedures. Using AI controllers and AI pilots, BeyondATC injects traffic around you and controls it. The program controls aircraft from park to pushback, taxi, takeoff, cruise, descent, approach and landing. Connecting your flight plan from SimBrief enables BeyondATC to know your departure airport and destination, your route, departures, SIDs, and approaches, stars. You can interact with controllers from reading back instructions to requesting diverts and different runways. BeyondATC can now inject traffic around you using Navigraph and Flight Radar 24 data. You can now fly amongst real-world flights in real time. There are two options you can use in interacting with the AI controllers: click menus, automatic responses and voice communications. They all offer a much more realistic experience. You may be wondering what you will need. The first thing you will need is MSFS 24 installed, of course, and the BeyondATC software installed. You may also opt to install the BeyondATC toolbar, which can be downloaded for free from the BeyondATC download page on their website in your community folder. A good internet connection will also be needed, as will a headset and microphone for voice call. One of the best aircraft to use with BeyondATC is the Phoenix A320 family of add-on aircraft, which I will be using in the demonstration. You will also need a Navigraph subscription for creating flight plans in SimBrief. Ensure you have created a new flight plan in SimBrief before starting BeyondATC. Aircraft models can be sourced from a variety of places, including FSLTL, JustFlight, AIG and Bravo ATG. I have placed links in the description box. Some are free, others are paid for. A good rule of thumb is to also ensure all of your software is updated to the latest version. To get going with BeyondATC, you will need to launch MSFS, select your aircraft and departure parking spot, and load into pre-flight. Once you've loaded into the sim, you can click to start the BeyondATC software. Once BeyondATC is running, you will need to add your SimBrief Pilot ID before clicking Fly. Open the options menu on the bottom left side. In here you will face a fair few options to choose from. As you can see, I have some of these options enabled. If you scroll down, there are some more options for air traffic and model matching. You can choose the priority of the model matching you want based on your requirements. If you only have one set of models installed, ensure this is set to the top of the list. For AI traffic, you must ensure it is set to on at the top, and ensure the Navigraph live traffic is enabled down below for the Flight Radar 24 data. In the first instance, it's probably a good idea to set the sliders all to 5 and see how your individual system copes in terms of performance. Right at the bottom is the GSX integration option. I use arrival handling only, as the Phoenix A320 will handle the GSX departure controls during setup. I also use FS to crew animated first officer with the Phoenix. Having managed your settings, press the X at the top right to close the window. For this video, I am using the IFR selection. However, if you are choosing to fly a Cessna or Piper aircraft, there is now a VFR option available. You can now press fly and let BeyondATC launch. Your flight plan will now be downloaded from SimBrief, and the AI traffic will now be injected into Microsoft Flight Simulator. To show you BeyondATC in action, I have created a short flight from London Gatwick to Edinburgh, Scotland, to show you some of the departure interactions with the AI controllers. I will be using the BeyondATC toolbar. The first contact with air traffic control will be to gather the ATIS information for Gatwick. Select frequencies, find the frequency under Gatwick ATIS and click. It will tune your radio and generate the ATIS broadcasts for you to listen to.
Gatwick Airport Information Tango 0802 Zulu, surface wind 090 degrees, 10 knots, visibility 10 kilometers or more, few clouds 2,100 feet, temperature 20 degrees, dew point 14 degrees, QNH 1024, landing and departing runway 08 right, transition level 060, advise on initial contact, you have information Tango.
The next contact will be with clearance delivery to gain your IFR clearance. Again, click on the frequency to tune it into the radios and select Request IFR Clearance in the options.
Airbus 45 request IFR clearance to Edinburgh Airport.
Airbus 45 Gatwick delivery, information Tango current, clear to Edinburgh Airport via Lambourne 1 Zulu departure, runway 08 right, climb via SID to 6,000 feet, squawk 4540.
Cleared to Edinburgh Airport via Lambourne 1 Zulu departure, runway 08 right, climb via SID to 6,000 feet, squawk 4540, Airbus 45.
Airbus 45, read back correct. Contact ground 121.805 when ready for push or start.
Will contact ground 121.805 when ready for pushback or engine start. Airbus 45, bye-bye, thanks.
My pleasure.
After the Airbus A319 is fueled and boarded, we then request pushback and engine start clearance. The controller will give you a direction to face after pushing back.
Airbus 45 at gate 37 request pushback and engine start.
Airbus 45 Gatwick ground, pushback and engine start approved, face west.
Pushback and engine start approved, face west, Airbus 45.
Once pushback and engine start has completed and the ground crew are clear of the aircraft, we can then request from the ground controller taxi to the runway.
Airbus 45 taxi for departure.
Airbus 45 taxi to holding point Juliet, runway 08 right via Lima, Quebec, Romeo Alpha, Romeo Juliet.
Taxi to holding point Juliet, runway 08 right via Lima, Quebec, Romeo Alpha, Romeo Juliet, Airbus 45.
We can now taxi to the active runway assigned to us, following the route given by the ground controller. When near the runway, we request departure, and once clearance for takeoff is given, we can depart.
Airbus 45 ready for departure, runway 08 right.
Airbus 45 Gatwick Tower, wind 100 degrees, 11 knots, runway 08 right, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 08 right, cleared for takeoff, Airbus 45.
After takeoff, you will hear the controllers talking to other aircraft on their frequency, and you will be given climb instructions and handoffs to other controllers along your route.
Manflex 6-7 SRS runway auto thrust blue.
Checked. Thrust set 100 knots.
Checked.
B1, rotate. Positive climb.
Gear up.
Gear up. 0.
1024, Easy 908, Quebec Golf.
Quebec Director Airbus 45, passing 2,700 feet, climbing to 6,000 feet.
Airbus 45, Quebec Director departure identified. Climb flight level 180.
Climb flight level 180, Airbus 45.
Easy 52 Delta Quebec, contact Quebec Tower 124.2 trees.
Contact Tower 124.2 tree, Easy 52 Delta Quebec, bye-bye.
Easy 908 Quebec Golf, cleared direct timber, cross timber at or above 4,000 feet, cleared ILS approach, runway 08 right.
Cleared direct timber, cross timber at or above 4,000 feet, cleared ILS approach, runway 08 right, Easy 908 Quebec Golf.
At the top of descent point, you can ask the controller for descent clearance. Then, follow the altitude clearances, which usually follow the route altitude constraints, unless there's other traffic to consider first.
Airbus 45, ready for descent.
You have control.
I have control.
Airbus 45, descend to flight level 260.
Descend to flight level 260, Airbus 45.
At some point, the controller may give you instructions to leave the standard instrument departure on a particular heading, giving you vectors to the approach instead.
Airbus 45, leave Towton heading 020, expect radar vectors for ILS approach, runway 24.
Leave Towton heading 020, expect radar vectors for ILS approach, runway 24, Airbus 45.
Airbus 45, descend to 5,000 feet, QNH 1024 vectors for the approach.
Descend to 5,000 feet, QNH 1024, Airbus 45.
$1,000 to go.
Check.
Once on the ILS approach for the runway, you can report established to the controllers.
Airbus 45 from final approach 24.
Airbus 45, roger.
After landing and exiting the runway at your assigned turn-off point, we then contact the controllers for a taxi request to assigned gate or parking. We can then taxi in following our assigned taxi route and park.
Airbus 45, request taxi to assigned gate.
Airbus 45, taxi to ramp 5 via Alpha, Echo.
Taxi to ramp 5 via Alpha, Echo, Airbus 45.
During your flights using BeyondATC, you must ensure you do the following. You cannot talk until the controller and other aircraft have finished their interaction. You must follow your flight plan and all instructions given. Start with the basics and build upon them. ATC can give you instructions you weren't expecting. Trust the system.
After landing checklist.
Radar and predictive wind shear system.
Off.
After landing checklist completed.
And that's really all you need to get started with BeyondATC in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. You don't need to understand every setting, every ATC procedure, or every option before you make your first flight. Start with a simple route, listen carefully to the instructions, follow your clearance, and gradually build your understanding from there. It's easy peasy. If you found this video helpful, please do like, share, comment, subscribe. Until next time, enjoy your flying with BeyondATC, MSFS 2024, and your add-on plane of choice.